We are going to start off this week with the way we start off every week, and that is with something to talk about. We like our controversial topics when we have something to talk about, and this week is no different. Triple H, aka Paul Levesque, is constantly portrayed by the wrestling community and, well, by disgruntled workers as an idiot. I'm going to explain why the opposite is true, and that Trips is really a genius. First and foremost, Triple H is a genius not just in the wrestling industry, but he could very well be in the regular sense of the word as well. But we'll wait for our call back from Mensa to confirm that. First and foremost, no. If you don't already know, we are anything but WWE fanboys here. We all like what we like. With that said, constantly I hear people comment that Triple H could never work and was carried through matches and he was sloppy and boring. I believe that is a present day bias shadowing memories of a previous time. I wouldn't say Triple H had a bad match, and while his professionalism may be in question, his in-ring ability should not be. Now, of course, we all have bad days, so will concede we can find some bad matches, and please let me know in the comments below some matches you consider bad, and I'll reply whether I feel that they really are as bad as we remember. Chris Jericho recently talked about how Triple H is the one that called their match and called the shots during their famous title switch. So Triple H can carry a match when he wants to. Yes, he put himself in matches and feuds against guys who could work, but that shows his genius by making sure he is working with guys that will not hurt his character's image. Of course, you have your Katie Vicks, but again, it takes a real genius to find a way to stay at the top and even run an entire brand in 2021 after something like that in your closet. Yes, Trips has used political power to stay and gain positions. But in a time of political backstage manipulating, he thrived by hitching himself to the right boat. A genius move. Some will argue that Triple H married the owner's daughter just to hold on to his position and job. I would argue that if that were true, he's a genius for thinking that he could do that and it actually working. But realistically, one would have to be a legit sociopath to marry and father children with someone just for power. I'm not saying it is not possible, but come on. I may not know them personally, but after decades together, they're together because they want to be together. Yes, Triple H used his political power to keep others down and himself at the top. The Golden Shovel was a nickname floated around for him at the time because of how he buried. Is that professional? No. Does it make you want to work with the guy in the early 2000s? No. Does it make him a genius? 100% it does. He learned how to get ahead and stay ahead, then did it. Yes, NXT can be formulaic at times. Does that really take away from how he has provided fans with a top-level brand that honors both the past in professional wrestling as well as working in the current industry? People say that he steals from the indies. But how is that not a genius move to do? He sees what is making the fans happy and puts it on a bigger stage with a bigger budget. Someone does not have to be liked to be a genius. In fact, in most cases, the opposite tends to be true. Triple H has proven that you only need some friends to get and keep you at the top without having to make everyone his friend. In the end, it comes down to one thing. Do you consider being a genius a good thing or a bad thing? Because being a genius doesn't make someone a good person or a bad person. It simply makes them smart enough to know which they need to be. Alright, so that's it for me. That's what my points. I want to hear from you. Let me know down below. Do you think that he is a genius? It's quite simple. Like, do you think what I said is true? I'm not debating whether he's professional. I'm not saying he's the greatest of all time. I'm just pointing out that he is a bit better and a bit smarter than people give him credit for.